Friends, brothers and sisters, thank you so much for watching, praying, supporting. What an incredible blessing that you have been. Listen to this message carefully. Share this message with all your friends. This is so important. Yesterday we had a presidential debate between President Trump and Vice President Joe Biden. And here I am introducing my close friend for almost 22 years. I respect him. He was my trainer, teacher. Bob Davis is very humble, but he was the executive vice president for Mr. Rubenstein. It's the greatest thing. And he's the one introduced me to the world. First he called me the modern day Gandhi before I didn't even know what I was called to be. So I'm so happy again to have him with me. Bob, pleasure.
It's my pleasure to be here and speak to you. These are very important times. The debate last night was, in a lot of ways, not a debate. It was just one person ranting and raving and interrupting. But the issues that the people need to know about, and the debate that should have happened on topics like social justice, white supremacists, the new economy, the climate change. These are the questions that the world needs to hear what you have to say about. So tell me and tell the world what you think about those issues and how they weren't or were addressed last night.
Wow, it's really heartbreaking. For the last 39 years, I've been promoting the US. My dream to come here, more than 31 years ago I came. America has decency. People like Bob Davis, Rubenstein. I dealt with 4 presidents sitting and 4 former presidents. I've never seen anything worse than this, Bob, last night. It was not a debate, actually. Sad to say, my own friend that you suggested me to support in 2016, and I campaigned for him day and night, Donald Trump, because he's been my friend, but he's never changed. Yesterday, his true color came out. Let's talk those 5 subjects. You talked about racism. You know, it breaks my heart. The racism, Americans, 99% Americans, are the white guys, the Tim, all that are with me today and have been for 31 years. They're not racist. But Trump came in and racism increased more than 120 times as per my counts. Instead of 1% racist at the most, now we have 38 million saying we have the guns, we have a 9 trillion immunization to get rid of anybody. And when Trump was asked about racism, to denounce the white supremacy, he didn't do it. Chris Wallace was asking, Joe Biden was asking, and what did he say? Stand by. Hey, go watch the polls. Basically, he's saying, go ahead and take over, watch the polls, and if anybody does anything, do what you're supposed to do. What they're supposed to do. Somebody got to do something. He was saying it. It shocked me. No Christian should do that. And while George Floyd was killed for 9 minutes a few months ago, what did he do? He didn't denounce it. He didn't condemn the police. He condoned it and said, you know, things happen like this. And then there were riots and billions of dollar property damage. Let's talk about economy. You asked about economy.
Yeah, he says he's built the world's greatest economy and he's going to rebuild it again. He inherited a great economy. He took it, despite the virus, it was on the way down before. Now it's come back a little bit, but the numbers are still bad. But he still says it's the world's greatest economy in history.
Bob, it shocks me. I'm numbers guy. When Trump inherited $19 trillion debt, now it is 26 trillion official. It's going to be 30 trillion. That means he increased the debt. By the end of this year, if they pass the next stimulus package, 3.5 trillion something, it will be 10 trillion loss because he mishandled the pandemic. 7 reasons I've written in my book. 7 blunders he committed, otherwise there would have been no corona. If he would have listened to his own Secretary of State, Pompeo, his State Department, his intelligence people, he didn't listen. He dismantled the first thing, his own crazy stuff, his office that was preventing this kind of, if you remember 2017. And nobody talked about that. More important is economy we're talking about. Look, if you have a $100,000 house, you can borrow $90,000 and spend, live like king. Instead of riding a $3,000 old car, you go and take a $30,000 car and enjoy. But you are borrowing money. China, Japan, Saudi Arabia, the world is buying America. What Trump borrowed, more than 35 American presidents combined together borrowed. And he says, we built the great military. Yes, with $2.5 trillion. Do we need that as a man of peace? That's waste. That's why 10 reasons why Trump should be defeated. He said, defeat Trump. Give me that book here. Tim, thank you. Look at this. You can go Save America and the World website. Save America and the World from Trump.com today and download the free book and send it to everybody. What else we're talking about?
The coronavirus and how we mishandled it from the very beginning and denies it even up until yesterday that we're going to have a vaccine in a few weeks.
You know, the testing has been only 5%. 206,000 people died. What is the value of one soul? And then he suggests us put Lysol, inject Lysol, nuke the bombs, hurricanes. That's why I compared in my book, free to every one of you. Save America and the World from Trump. And send it to, if you have 4,000 people in your Facebook, 10,000 people in your communication, or if you are IT talented, send it to everyone in the world for free. Because I don't take $1 from public. God has blessed me to be a blessing to every American voter. I want to donate this book. 200 million eligible voters. 50 million or plus in the swing states. Everyone must read. If they read the book, defeat racism and defeat Trump. Defeat Trump to save the economy. Defeat Trump to pay off the debt. Defeat Trump to promote America. Defeat Trump to save the world. It goes on and on. Defeat Trump to save Christianity, 2.6 billion, because he's not a Christian. He uses Christ. He uses pro-life judges. He used the world's most popular evangelists, people like me, to campaign for him last time 1 year. And he uses and he throws for his own personal benefit. You know what bothers me, Bob? Hunter Biden. Last night I started crying. And I talk about Joe Biden is not as close friend for me like Trump is. But he showed his decency yesterday.
Absolutely.
He's a real Christian, he showed. I may not agree everything with him, okay, especially a couple of things. But more important is, when Trump attacked him, Joe Biden didn't attack back. Joe Biden lost his wife and children in car accident when he became first senator. He didn't even want to be a politician. And second thing, I know him. I met him to understand what he is. And he lost a couple of years ago his son for cancer. Now he has got only one son left, Hunter Biden. Yes, when Joe Biden was vice president, Hunter Biden took $50,000, $100,000 from China as a consultant or Russia or Ukraine. Okay, let's say $50,000 to $100,000. He lies as tens of millions. But Joe Biden didn't expose Trump, saying, how did Ivanka Trump got $100 million from Saudi crown prince, who is accused of killing is Khashoggi, the Washington reporter, in a consulate in Turkey? What about the $800 billion seized in hotel in Saudi, and Trump's son-in-law and Trump meeting Saudi crown prince, and he said to Bob Woodward's, the most respected journalist in America, one of the most respected, said, I saved the ass of crown prince. Why? Is it because he paid within an hour $100 million to Ivanka Trump? Or some reports tell me, including the GCC chairman, that there is a deal 10 to 20% of that 800 billion would go to Trump and already 2 billion paid for. I don't know. Congress should investigate. And I don't know this, but all I'm saying is his sons can make money, his daughters can make billions of dollars. He said he is worth 10 billion, let's say. I have to ask my friend Steve Forbes. But if he's worth 10 billion, he paid $750 tax, that is like $60 a month. In 2017 and 18, 2 years. That is less than a waitress pays, 10 times less than a firefighter pays, 10 times less than a nurse pays. And he wouldn't answer. He said, I paid millions. He's talking about he paid millions of dollars in the last 40, 50 years, instead of talking about what he paid 2017 and 18. That bothers me. This was not a debate. This was one-sided street fight, bully street fight. I didn't see it is fair enough.
No, I agree. And his pulling out of the Paris Peace Accords, climate accord, and what that's done as it deteriorates and the world deteriorates, who does he think is getting hurt the most? He doesn't even believe in science there.
Wow, what a point. I'm talking about climate change. Climate is changing rapidly, and America and the world is losing hundreds of billions and trillions of dollars with natural calamities, number one. Most important is, Trump, 99% scientists, both Republicans and Democrats, agree Paris deal is the best deal, and Trump pulled it out. Against his own advisors. More important is his own daughter, whom he loves, Ivanka Trump, tweeted publicly and said, Dad, don't pull it out. So he doesn't respect his only daughter, who he wants her to be president of America. He doesn't respect scientists. He doesn't respect his own advisors. He did it why? Oh, because it's Obama deal. We're not supposed to be. America, I saw George Bush, Father Bush, and Bill Clinton working together for humanitarian aid. Because I know both of them, they're my friends. Jimmy Carter, the decent man. Father Bush and son Bush, they're decent people. I don't agree with the Iraq war and all of that, but let me tell you something. This man is destroyed democracy in America, and now he wants third term before he wins second term, and he doesn't want to even concede if he loses the election.
Yeah, I think that says it perfectly. You know, you wrote the book. I think the last thing you should say is, and tell the people, are the reasons that they should defeat Trump.
Oh, I am telling you, I have been offered as the highest paid speaker in the world. 2001 made $5 million one speech when presidents were making only 100,000, 50 times more. I don't want money from people. That's why I've never taken any rallies, 39 years, all over the world, never collected from public, whether it's America or Argentina or India or Africa, even 7 million people. I'm not interested in making money like every other author make. I don't disagree with them. Let them make money. But I want to save America and save the world. I want you to save America and save the world. That is why you need to read these 10 reasons and give it to everybody for free of cost. Join me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Go to Save America and the World from Trump, carefully, .com.